Yeah, hello everyone. How you doing? Okay. First of all, everyone, I'd like to apologize. I was supposed to go live earlier at like 7, right? I know I'm like 35 minutes late. I want to apologize for that. Something came up, something I really couldn't ignore. I'll be honest with y'all. It was a move op in EVE Online. Incursion opened up in our space. I'm going to be dealing with that over the weekend. It's a little fortuitous because Ash will be with family. Joey can't make it tomorrow for the stream, so there's going to be no stream tomorrow. Nobody can make it. So unless something happens to prompt a stream in the afternoon tomorrow, I probably won't be doing one. But maybe it's a little fortuitous because as I was okay. First of all, I'm being rude. Hello to everyone in chat. Happy to have y'all here tonight. Again, I apologize for the late start, but I will say maybe the happening, was fortuitous because as I was preparing for the move up, I was informed of something by a friend that, apparently the novel Ashes of the Imperium, the first of the Scouring novels, the follow-up to the Horse Heresy, leaked. Somebody got it and just straight up started divulging stuff about the story. One moment, we're gonna flip on over to here. I'm gonna show you all the proof, because I'm not gonna speak bullshit without evidence. Hold on, where's the media share? There it is. All right. Brave. Okay. Here we go. This is from the thread on Reddit. About the leaked novel. I will show you that thread in a minute to show you that the thread is indeed real. But let's go to the salient point. This is the guy who got the book early, describing that like what is going on with the Custodes, at the point of the start of the novel. And according to him, when the chief Ultramarine chief librarian has a brief conversation with the Custodes regarding Gilliman they're like, so they're sequestered away. The Primarchs are talking about what's going on with having the Emperor having died. Okay. He asks the Custodes one of the Custodes guarding the door, and it is revealed that the Custodes is female. So there you have it. The lore has officially become slop. The lore to Warhammer 40k has officially become slop. Female Custodes have just dropped into the middle of nowhere, out of nowhere, zero explanation, zero lore to justify it, zero precedent set by, how Custodes are made or anything like that. Games Workshop just dropped them into the setting, just like that. They now exist in a novel. I'm just gonna say the what those Custodes minis coming like next year or whatever. It's a given. They'll be there too. They just exist. There's no lore to explain it. Nothing. It's exactly like the fucking Twitter post. Oh, they were just always there. We just never decided to mention it. Fuck you, Games Workshop. Fuck you. If you think that's acceptable writing, if you think you can just twist the fucking lore on a dime with no explanation. I guess did he get Sophie or Kamal to write it from fucking Human Resources? Like, seriously, what the actual fuck? Like, oh my fucking god! You take it with a massive grain of salt. Okay. Okay. Let me do this then. Because this is my thread. Here's the actual Reddit thread. See, he physically has the book. So I do not believe he would be lying about something, saying, I got the book early, and then, have it, just for it to come out and be proven wrong. You're just going to assume that the Terra Nobles were fucking like rabbits for 10,000 years to keep up the numbers? I mean, listen, it's not even a matter of whether there's enough nobles. The process doesn't work on women. If the process worked on women, they would have taken women before this point. The language for the custodes would have completely fucking unambiguous. There is no justification for female custodes. And if you have to add them, you have to add lore to justify them. You can't just drop them in. But they decided, oh, we're just going to drop them in, I guess. So, yeah. No, Grindhouse, I'm just going to say, I don't think this guy's lying. He has the book on hand. He has no reason to lie about something that would just get proven, fucking, false when the book finally comes out. The only way this could be proven false is, like, if the dude, if, like, he got a copy that wasn't edited to remove this, but I don't think that's going to happen. The Games Workshop already had, all right, what's this? Oh, hello, Angelos32. Thank you for the $4.99, what do you call it? Super chat. I mean, the authors have Black Liar been frothing leftists. They wanted this for a long time. ADB said he wanted it 10 years ago. Yeah, I remember that. I remember ADB said he wanted this, and I also remember the executives in charge of 40K or charge of Games Workshop told him to go fuck himself as well. So, well, I guess that British government money is a little too good to pass up. So here we are. It certainly ain't USAID and BlackRock funding this. Neither of them have money left, and USAID doesn't exist anymore. Oh, let's scroll down a bit. Let's scroll down a bit. Ash des Imperial. I don't know what language this is in, but yeah. Let's see. Here's the quote. Here's the quote in the middle, and let's see. Someone talks about how it's a retcon. They were a retcon in 10th edition. The very first one to appear in a novel. Some people are suggesting that it may be a Sister of Silence, but the guy then goes to confirm that it is a Custodes. In the Era of Ruin, there's a short story from the perspective of oh no, that's about Era of Ruin. Never mind. Yeah, see, she is explicitly called a custode, and the Ultramarine describes her as a giantess in golden armor, and Sisters of Silence are clearly shorter than Space Marines. Let's see. Of course, you've got this guy Burger Buddy, be like, no, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm happy with the change. I just know all the chuds are gonna want to get rid of it. There you go. Oh, we just completely ruined Warhammer lore, but the chuds are mad, so that justifies completely destroying a 30-plus year science fiction franchise. Okay, whatever. Here's the guy's other thread. Let's see what he has to say here. All right, you know what? Let's check this guy's posts. It doesn't look like he brings it up anymore. Of course he says it's a good book. Like, of course this guy would. This guy's favorite sexual position is probably, sitting on the chair holding the phone. So let's be real here. Authors are the most fanatical leftists in the modern age. Well, I mean, yeah, because they most authors have been able to get away with publishing their shit because, I mean, it's like they're free to publish whatever they want because, they just get USAID money to fucking cover up the losses, Look at the state of like fucking novels and shit. The book is in a different language. You think it may have been a translation error? I would highly doubt that. I know GW is not good with translations, but I also know that's generally in the translation of terms and words specifically revolving around 40K and not things like a character's, sex. So yeah, I do not think, Mike, that it is an error on the translation. that would be a little too convenient. It doesn't seem like something they would fuck up. Like I said, the only way this isn't happening is if they just didn't, is if either like the novel wasn't edited before this, like this is an unedited early run of the novel, which I highly doubt, or if the guy, or if like it's just, as you said, a translation error. But again, I doubt that just as much. Hey EA, how you doing? It was nice to hope for a while GW would actually listen. Well, that's okay, Dino Man. That's the thing I've been on about. This whole process to get to this point has made no fucking sense from a release standpoint. Got here late. What do they do now? Okay, the TLDR in Ashes of the Imperium, guy on Reddit has confirmed there's a female custodes mentioned in Ashes of the Imperium. It is the first novel of the Scouring series. That's where we're at now. But like I was saying, the reason it felt like they could have been walking it back is because they were like everything released related to custodes between the tithes and now didn't mention female custodes. Fucking Era of Ruin came out earlier this year and directly said there were only male custodes. Like, who was overseeing this? It wasn't just Era of Ruin, it was the Ultimate Guide, Era of Ruin, The Silent King, you name it. Like, who was overseeing this? Who greenlit an animated series? Because again, they would have had to make the tithes first because of how production times work. They're longer for CGI, CGI or animated television shows or whatever, like what the tithes is. The tithes would have had to go in production first, like late 2022. Nobody at Games Workshop in a well-run company would have not known this was happening. So how the hell did we get 5+ books, 4 or 5+ books, a Joy Toy figure series, and a mobile game that didn't have female custodes come? No, they were coming. How do you manage that? How are you that incompetent at coordinating your writers or all the different teams working under your company? Like the Tacticus is just getting tiereth now after custodes have been released for months. Like, how do you fuck this up? It's like, it's not even about, it's not even about female custodes anymore, technically, when you think about it. How disorganized is Games Workshop? That's the question now. How disorganized are they that they're not keeping everybody informed? That they're not keeping all the editors and all the company and all the like the third-party companies, all the different groups working on different stuff at their company, their own home company. How are they screwing this up that nobody knows anything about this to the point that they release 5 fucking books that didn't keep pace with something they would have had set in motion back in 2022? Left and right hand shit. Yeah, nobody at Games Workshop knows what anybody else is doing. There's no coordination at this company. There's nothing. They don't care. They don't know. Like, okay, I thought, we'd potentially dodged some kind of female Space Marine bullet, right? With those new heads? With those new fucking heads they released, remember that? How do we know those aren't actually female heads? And just because nobody else at other parts of the company were informed, they don't fucking know yet. Now, how do we know? We don't. Because that could very well be a possibility now if this company is that fucking terrible at keeping everybody informed and what everybody else is doing for the sake of coordinating the lore. GW is England, they're doomed. Yeah, S.A. Oliver, they pretty much are. I mean, and the thing is, the answer to this is really simple by just giving more stuff to the Sisters of Silence is such an obvious virtue signal. Yeah, I'm perfectly willing to bet Sisters of Silence ain't gonna get jack or shit when they show off those mini reveals now for the new Custodes plastics for Horus Heresy. They're not gonna give them shit. Or I would be willing to bet if they do give them new shit, they'll lock it to Horus Heresy to force the use of female Custodes as representation in 40K. Representation, air quotes. The thing only mealy-mouthed sociopaths care about. Games Workshop can enjoy getting steamrolled by Bandai with Gundam. Oh, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. The competitors and shit. Megaman, don't worry. Knock on wood. I doubt GW would make female Marines because it would actually tank the company. Do you think that? Okay, Angelo. So I'm gonna be completely on the level with you right now. Do you think they really give a fuck anymore? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Do you really think that they give a fuck anymore at this rate? Do you really think that? Like, that Games Workshop at this juncture gives a damn about the lore, about the health of their setting, about the customers, or any of that? Do you really think they do that after they just drop this into the setting with no explanation, no justification, no establishing context, nothing? It's just there now. Nothing explains it. They just popped out of the fucking ether as far as the lore is concerned. Do you really think Games Workshop gives the tiniest fuck if that's how they're willing to put this in the lore? Do you really think that? It depends on if they care about money or not. The problem is they care about money, but they don't care about the people who give them the money. They don't, and I've said before, they probably don't even know that there's anyone out there giving them money. They probably don't even know they have customers. They think the money is just grown out of the ether, like I said, out of the ether, like where the fucking female Custodes came from. So, yeah, that's the problem. They don't have fucking like context. They don't care about the context of the lore anymore because they don't care about the customers. They think, oh, it's just people are just gonna like it. It's like, oh, send them this undercooked slop. They're gonna love it anyway. Like, which isn't how it works in reality. I just made a video on that about Disney and how Disney is potentially $21 billion in the hole over Star Wars. But I mean, Disney didn't care. They thought people would like it anyway. And now look where they are. The Disney's only hope in the case of Star Wars is to keep polishing the turd until maybe it can turn a profit, which ain't going to happen because all the people trying to polish the turd are so incompetent, they don't know how to polish a fucking turd. All right, one moment. Give me a sec, everyone, while I look something over. All right, there we go. Sorry about that, everyone. Can we get Trump to tariff England even harder over this? That would be amazing if he could. I'd be okay with that. I would be okay with that. One sec. I apologize, everyone. Got stuff going on here. What? Fucking, I'll deal with it later. But yeah. Oh hey, Charles, how you doing? Yeah. I was gonna end up going live eventually. I had a move operation EVE Online. I had to move my battleship, one of my battleships to a new system to work with some fleet ops tomorrow. But yeah, so this is what we're talking about now: the whole female Custodes thing and how just GW's fucked. GW's fucked. Got to talk about the gunpla price difference then. Oh man, don't get me started on the state on how fucked they are as a company. Oh my, they're legitimately blind to what's coming. Like, hey Zorn, how you doing? Let me look this up. Let me go back a couple of hours on my Twitter. Cause this I'll just open up Sharky's post. Fuck it. So this is something that popped up onto my feed. earlier. One moment. And there we go. Yeah. So this is happening. StarCraft tabletop game. Yeah. You like let's see. You got more screen caps from Sharky here. So this is coming too now. Like, listen, say what you will about Blizzard. StarCraft is still insanely popular. Like, yeah. Games Workshop can't keep doing this because the competition is just growing now. The competition is just growing now. There's more and more and more coming. As Sharky said in his post, which I will now quote. Shout out to Sharky. I listen. It may be your clone. I accept your clone as the original. But anyway, as he says here, yet another competitor to eat away GW's market share. One-page rules, Conflict 47, Gundam, now StarCraft. Do you feel in charge, Kevin Roundtree? Yeah. Does he feel in charge? That's where we fucking are now. More competitors coming. Apparently, the Fallout tabletop game is also taking off. There's a ton of competition. Even the Star Wars tabletop game, which fucking floundered, is starting to take off again. Fucking War Machine is taking off. War Machine died decades ago, and it's getting popular again. What does it tell you that all these tabletop games are gaining momentum while as Warhammer loses it? What does that tell you? That this is the point we're at now. That okay. So let me go back here. So yeah, we're at the point now where legitimately, Games Workshop as a company is losing relevance. They're losing relevance. Their games are losing relevance because they keep fucking it up, and the competition is now becoming more well known. And it's not going to be a sudden death. Don't get me wrong, because this was one of the plastic Prussians of Trench Crusade look good even. Oh no, the Trench Crusade stuff looks cool. It's just a matter of the fact that the company making it is fucking incompetent. And that's why I don't really count Trench Crusade in there. Thank you again, Angelos32, for the 199 super chat. Your issue is that it's all run by leftists. I mean, yeah, that's the problem. The problem with a lot of we're gonna see this mostly. Okay, here's what I genuinely believe going forward, because USAID is gone. BlackRock can't infinitely fund woke initiatives anymore. A lot of companies are going to change, but the ones we're going to see hold out, the ones we're going to see hold out probably are British. British companies are going to keep holding out, and that's why we're probably seeing this with Games Workshop, despite so many other companies getting the memo to change their tune, Which means, unfortunately, hey, El Moronic Moron, I just saw the title. GW just announced a big change. Yeah, no, female custodians have been shoved into the what do you call it? The first novel of the Scouring, Ashes of the Imperium. We have the evidence. It's been leaked. Somebody read it. Somebody saw it. Somebody posted about it. I was directed to it by a friend, and yeah, that's where we are now. It explains the insane lawsuit. Yeah, why do you think they're suing that dude to try to make the very concept of a tabletop game copyrighted by Games Workshop as a company? Because they don't want competition, and they probably know they can't deal with competition. That's where we're at now. Yeah, unfair competition, exactly. That's what you commented on the last video, BlackRock, Vanguard. BlackRock and Vanguard are irrelevant. They're irrelevant. They don't have power anymore. They don't have the money anymore. They were hemorrhaging money when USAID was pumping infinite government, stimmy checks into their fucking bank accounts. They don't have that anymore. They don't have infinite money. They can't keep funding this shit. That's just the simple fact. The only people who are going to keep doing it are fucking, like I said, probably European companies where the European governments are going to be funding it themselves. But the problem is that they can't fund it for the world the way America would. So you're probably going to see you're going to see these initiatives die off in like, more based European companies will brush it off because they were never into it. They never wanted to do it to begin with, but probably, we'll see like, France, Germany, England will keep doing it. Probably Norwegian, Norse, Northern Europe, those countries. I think it'll die off pretty quick. What little it appeared in Japan, people are already calling out that one woke manga with the half Japanese, half black main character that fucking flopped in Japan, but Viz Media is pushing it like it was successful. It's going to die off in Japan. It never took hold in Korea or China. In America, it's probably going to be gone in the next 3 years as the last cycle of stuff in production, that they have to release is going to be released, but everything going into production now is not going to have elements of wokeness in it. Like things started to be produced in like late 2024, early 2025 going forward. That and figure 2-3 year production times, yeah, you're going to see it start to die off. Classic Nintendo move of 24, they are learning. State Street was the third weirdo conglomerate. Yeah, well, they don't, like I said, USAID was funding it all, man. USAID is shut down. They don't have the money to keep doing it. It's only, like I said, it's only in countries where the government will fund this shit where you're going to keep seeing it. And that right now, that's Europe. That's Europe. Specifically the Western Europe, like I said, Germany, France, Spain, fucking England, UK, all those. That's where you're going to keep seeing this stuff coming out of those countries. Essentially, we're going to see a dichotomy, probably a dichotomy grow, I would wager, of the East and the United States going back culturally on wokeness pretty hard. Along with, like, say, well, Russia never bought into it. Along with Eastern Europe, but Western Europe will probably still maintain it. We'll have basically the woke and the unwoke world in terms of entertainment. So that's what we're going to be setting up culturally as things move forward. The guys at my Kazakhstan hobby shop say that the company GW harassed back in the 2000s for making similar models has come back and ramped up production for new editions of their war games pulling out. Oh, nice. I'm glad to see them making a comeback. Man, fuck Games Workshop for trying to shoot down competition. Fuck them. Molds they were once ordered to destroy. They even made new miniatures called Team Waha and Halo Squad, all sold at low prices. That's awesome, dude. I'm probably better off with Gundam UC or AU at this point. I'm going to be honest. You probably are. I'm going to be like, okay, real talk. Okay. There's so much more and better shit you can get into with tabletop gaming than Warhammer right now. Fuck, man. If you want to play Warhammer that fucking bad, 3D print Warhammer minis or buy, fucking, what are they called? Buy stuff from recasters and play Grimdark Future. Just do that. Grimdark Future rules are better than current 40K anyway. So, yeah. Archon Studios are making the StarCraft minis game are based in Poland. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Well, I mean, they're going to have to go by Blizzard's rules anyway. So, yeah, because it's a licensed game. In a morbid sense, Europe is will self-correct one way or another. Well, that's true. That's true, Charles. That's going to happen whether we want it to or not, and it's probably going to be bloody, much as I hate to say it. Anime is literally going to start slowly but to produce more fan service shows, more they have already had, which are already happening. Yeah, we're already seeing that begin to happen. Hey, I think for the U.S. to start going away from woke, we need Republican dominance to continue for another election cycle. I think it's going to take sooner than that. It's going to take sooner than that because USAID going away and suddenly the super financial conglomerates losing all the money they were using to fund the wokeness in America, is showed these companies how fragile that income source is, like how easily it can go away. So yeah, and even if somehow, which I doubt, Democrat won in the next cycle, like these companies have been spooked enough to show how, what shaky ground they're sitting on. Full boycott GW. I haven't bought anything GW. I'm done buying GW stuff too. I'll play 40K games. I don't like the 40K video games I own. I don't mind, but I don't mind playing that stuff. Honestly, I'm probably gonna set up tabletop sim for Grimdark Future using 40K minis on my server. I'll probably do that in the near future. By the way, type !socials if you want to join my Discord server. I'll start setting that up in the near future, probably this weekend. Have I ever seen Osprey Games? No, they do not ring a bell. I will have to look into that. We've already started, but for it to continue, I mean. Hold on, what was it in reference to? Oh, that was in the Republicans in power, right? Okay. Probably a couple of terms or anything actually changed. It's gonna go quicker than that, dude. It's gonna go quicker than a couple of terms. It'll be before Trump is out of office. So yeah, Osprey is mostly historical, but they have some fantasy sci-fi stuff. Oh, okay. All right, okay. Chad is getting away from me. Hold on, okay. Conflict 47 looks good. Yeah, exactly. Conflict 47 looks great. So yeah. Oh, Dino Man. It's !socials, no space. Like, actually, you know what? Let me type it in. Let me type it in both chats. I'll show you how. Oh, thank you. Hold on. There you go. I'll type it in. YouTube as well. If Nightbot does its thing, there it goes. Those are my social media links. My Discord link is in there. So yeah, if you want to join up for that, I'm going to be setting up what Grimdark Future stuff on my server in the coming days. I've got kind of a busy weekend. I got stuff to do in EVE Online, and I have stuff to do around the house. But when I find the free time, I will be setting that up on the server. I'll be setting up a section on the Discord server specifically for that. I'll be organizing model sources and all sources for maps and all that stuff for y'all. So yeah, I'll be working on that. I'll probably put together a video announcing it too, to make it like official on my YouTube channel. So that as well. I do admit I'm kind of doing this off the cuff, kind of thinking it up right now, but I'm going to be doing it. So yeah, I understand. Cause like, let me make something abundantly clear. So this whole stream I'm going to be chatting. I may switch over to playing some video games in a little bit, Chonka. Adulting, yeah, basically. So let me say this when it comes to 40K. I understand that 40K is a cool setting. And I understand 40K is a cool setting, and people don't want to leave it. And, I fully get that. Like, I personally am not going to be leaving 40K the setting behind. I'm going to be leaving 40K the product under Games Workshop behind. You can still experience Warhammer without giving Games Workshop money. Like, ask a real BattleTech fan, of which I am one of those, what that's like. We've been in this, BattleTech fans have been in a state like that since fucking Catalyst took over. Actually, no, longer than that, since FASA went under. And then WizKids started releasing MechWarrior Dark Age. That was some garbage. BattleTech lore is fantastic. Well, BattleTech lore is fantastic up to the Jihad. I'll give them up to the Jihad. The fucking Dark Age was garbage, and everything after it is even worse. Like, Ilklane is fucking trash, if you ask me. But the setting up to the point of the end of the Jihad, yeah, that was great. But yeah, no, but yeah, ask a BattleTech fan how BattleTech fans, keep this, keep their love of the love of BattleTech going while completely ignoring the state of the current releases. That's honestly where I see Warhammer going for a lot of people who are Warhammer fans, but don't want to give Games Workshop money. Like it'll be very much a pick and choose kind of thing. Maybe like say Dawn of War 4 comes out and there's no female custodes in it, so or anything like that. So they'll get that. And as it currently stands, the definitive edition is classic. The definitive edition is classic Warhammer. So yeah, definitely recommend. If you want to play some Warhammer, Dawn of War Definitive Edition is a good spot to go. That's old Hammer stuff. Like back around the fifth edition stuff. I will say lore wise, I'm willing to accept the lore up to 10th edition, but definitely not past 10th edition. The fourth Tyrannic War started, and that's it. That's the spot the lore will forever hang on until Games Workshop gets their shit together, gets bought out, or as Arch Warhammers theorized is going to happen, is going to, they're going to sell the setting to somebody else because they don't, or rather, okay, I'm rambling. Hold on, let me get my thoughts in order. Okay, stop making the tabletop game. That's something I've seen they're gonna potentially do. Arch has theorized it, that they will potentially stop making the tabletop game because of the overhead costs of a tabletop game make some very thin profit margins. Which is, Arch theorizes that's why they're trying to branch out in like Warhammer Plus, the Amazon show, licensed products, because they want to, stop making the tabletop game. I feel like if that comes to pass, that's going to be the actual breaking point. Because I don't really think Warhammer's going to be able to abandon what it started as and maintain itself. Like, it's a personal theory on my part. But that was an Arch Warhammer. Go Arch nowadays because Games Workshop tried to sue him for having Warhammer in his name. Yeah, that's something he's theorized. And personally, I didn't used to subscribe to that theory, but I do now. I'm not big on tabletop games, yet I'm waiting for the Gundam one. Yeah, no, the Gundam one looks pretty good. Like, I mean, disregarding rules, it's Gunpla. Gunpla models are fantastic. They're fantastic and they're affordable. So yeah, that's like, Gundam Assemble is going to fucking raw dog Games Workshop when that comes out. Like a low cost tabletop war game alternative in a grimdark military sci-fi setting with infinitely more affordable models. Like, okay, hold on. Let me find something for y'all real quick. Hold on, I'm searching for something on my fucking there it is. All right, well, let me illustrate my point here. All right, is everybody watching right now? I want you to look at the model in that picture. All right, that is the high grade Neo Zeon from it's from what do you call it? Bandai Namco's like Gunpla model kits. That thing is bigger than a Warlord Titan. All right, chat, I want you to do something for me. We're gonna play a little game here. I'm gonna get up and go do something really quick, couple of seconds, not long, a minute max. I want you to type into chat what you think this kit costs. If you know the actual, don't say the actual price if you know the actual price. I want you to type into chat how much you think this kit costs. I will be right back and I will read off what you've typed. All right, I'm back. I apologize for that, everyone. I had to go handle something really quick. All right, I'm gonna take away the media share for a minute. I'm gonna look something up for y'all so we can answer this question. Let's look this up. Let's go to Gundam Planet. Let's check that out. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for the answer? Y'all ready for the answer? $264. $264, everyone. I've seen it go as much as 500 on you know, like being resold. I've seen that. But base price $264. Now let's do a quick comparison. Let's do a quick comparison really quick. Let's look this up. Warhammer.com. Warhammer 40,000. Armies of the Imperium. Let's try to find something roughly equivalent. No, actually, no, these are not equivalent in size. There we go. There we go. Half the size. No, not even half the size, like a quarter the size. Like a quarter the plastic. Almost $200 fucking dollars. I'm gonna just let that big throbbing cock of truth just rest on the table and steam for a bit, because Jesus Christ, Jesus my Christ, like the Gunpla kit is more expensive, but the Knight kit is a quarter the fucking size. How do you justify that? Oh, Japan Neo Zeong is 25,000 yen, roughly $170. Yeah, there's like import fees and shit, obviously, Heliosphere, but yeah, it's like okay. I'm not like, no exaggeration, all right? You could probably buy the entire mobile suit lineup of a given Gundam anime in high-grade model kits for less than the cost of a Warhammer 40,000 army. Hey, Deeple, how you doing? The best thing about Gunpla is you don't have to paint most of them. Yeah, that too. You'll have to paint Gundam Assemble, but, you know, all the same, they're going for that. They're very much going for that 40K style customize your minis thing. So with Gundam Assemble, but yeah. Did you know the GW plastic is made from rainbows and rabbit balls? That's why it costs so much. I've seen people try to cope that, oh, but the injection molds are more expensive. The injection molds are expensive. That means that, you know, that means that they have to charge that much to pay for the injection molds. Motherfucker. Then why isn't Bandai Namco charging so much for fucking Gunpla? Why aren't they? And often there's more plastic in a Gunpla kit than okay, like an Imperial Knight is the size of the high-grade Kshatriya from Unicorn. The high-grade Kshatriya is like $65 at like a fucking Hobby Lobby. Like, hold on. Let me whip out the calculator, because my brain sucks at math. 194 minus 65. Well, that's a difference of $129 for two model kits that are the same fucking size. How do you justify that? Is there a game to Gunpla? I'm not into Gundam or anything. There is a fan-made game that uses high grades, but no, nothing official. There's going to be a Gundam miniatures game from the same people who do Gunpla stuff called Gundam Assemble coming out next year. oh my God, how do people still who still buy Warhammer minis still justify paying them? I don't even know how I did it. I legitimately don't know how I did it. I really don't. You really dislike the monopose trend for 40K minis for the past decade or so. Oh yeah, no, yeah. They've also been removing all the ability to customize, your minis like they used to have as well, because listen, it's too much for little Timmy to try to understand. Okay, sunk cost fallacy, probably. It was revealed that GW's minis cost pennies to produce. Yeah, exactly. It costs fucking pennies to make them. They could probably make more profit by not pricing everyone and their mother out of 40K or Games Workshop games if they lowered prices. But I mean, they're not gonna. Their pricing system is completely fucking arbitrary. They know it's price gouging and they don't care. That's the problem. Like when they removed Mankind. Yeah, removing that shit from removing mention of that stuff from fucking what do you call it? Let me find that. Let me find that thread. Okay, now this is for those who I think I pointed this out before, but yeah, this is for those who don't think female Space Marines are coming. These are people who don't think female Space Marines are coming. This is from the latest White Dwarf. And I pointed this out on stream before, but now that we're specifically here to shit on Games Workshop again with the way they're taking the lore. This is the creation of the Space Marine speech now, as it's currently written. They removed all references of men. All references of men are gone. It's all gone. They removed the references of men. They removed the references of muscle. They removed the references of guns, for Christ's sake. That's where we're at now. That's where we're at now. And this is why I've said those heads we all thought were fucking a little funny looking in that new kit. Those are probably female Space Marines. That's what I'm telling you. Those are female Space Marines, and I'm just willing to bet somebody didn't get the memo, and that's why it hasn't been, air quotes, canonized yet. That's why. Because nobody at this fucking company communicates with anyone about anything. And that's why. It's probably coming, but there's no communication between anyone. So I'm willing to bet half the company doesn't even know. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's how this works now. There's no coordination at this fucking company, none whatsoever. Hold on, let me go back to let me go back to the Warhammer website. Well, let me just go back there. Really, would it be pre-order? I think it's up on pre-order. All right, yeah, I think the box set that contained the I think the box set that contained all the new the new heads got sold out, so it's not there anymore. One moment. Fine, I'll go to the community website if I guess. Where the shit is that? Female Space Marines will kill 40K. Well, absolutely, but you think Games Workshop probably doesn't even, know how hated it is anymore. Because they're so insulated from the fandom. From the people who pay their fucking bills. There we go. Here we go. Let's see. Open that up. Back over here. All right. So y'all remember these on the left there? These are female Space Marines. I wholeheartedly believe that now. I wholeheartedly believe that. It's just a matter of time. Also, this the one the one bottom what do you call it? Bottom right, second from the bottom right, also female. Let's see. I'm willing to bet. Hold on. Shit. Upper left there, I'd be willing to bet. Second from the upper right, or second on the upper right. Are there any in this bottom row? Maybe. Yeah, that's genuinely what I think now. I genuinely believe that, because I'm willing to bet that that's what they're meant to be, and someone just because nobody fucking tells anybody what they're doing, that's where we are. The company is so crippled by its inability to communicate with itself that's what's coming. And I'm willing to bet no one outside of a few people at the company actually know. Welcome to the future of Warhammer, everyone. Nobody gives a fuck anymore. Nobody gives a flying fuck anymore. That's just a prediction. Yeah, it's just a prediction, but at this point, would you call it one that's really, too far-fetched? We spent like a year with Games Workshop telling us the female Custodes thing was, gotten rid of, but here we are. Here we are, because nobody in the company knew what anyone else was doing, so they just released what the fuck ever, and then just dropped this shit into fucking the Scouring novel out of nowhere. That's where we're at with this company. They don't care. They don't care about their customers. They don't care about their lore. They don't care about the state of the tabletop. They don't care about you. Why would they care about Space Marine lore? What credibility do they have left as a company at this point? None. They have no credibility. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, man. I was lost in the sauce there for a minute. Let me find your post. Me and the girlfriend were talking about how they're gonna bring the 2nd and 11th Primarchs back as women to mark my. Oh, okay. You know what? Yeah, I didn't even think of that. They'll you know what? They would despite the fact it's been said ad nauseum that the Lost Primarchs are known to be men, they would probably retcon that and assume, like, oh, we always said they were women. It's like, no, you fucking didn't. No, you fucking didn't. But you know what? I could see it happening now. They're going to use the Scouring to do all this. That's my prediction. They're going to use the Scouring to do all this. Bad news about the StarCraft game, flat $30 shipping for all models. That's the preview models, Angelos. That's the preview models. I don't think actual prices of the models have been shown yet. Hold on. StarCraft. Okay, actually, let me look it up now while we're here. Accept all. So I'm using Brave. It'll just get purged anyway. All right, here we go. Yeah, there are no officially listed prices. From what I understand, those prices you're listing are preview models. So yeah, I mean, if they overcharge for them, then holy shit. Okay, here we go. Archon miniatures. Let's see. StarCraft tabletop game. Yeah, they don't list prices here either. Yeah, no, there's no officially listed prices for it. So, yeah. All right, in 34 seconds, there will be an ad. When that ad hits, I'm going to go AFK, so y'all don't miss out on any of the discussion. I just want you to know that ahead of time. Again, that will be happening in exactly exactly 20 seconds. Okay, I'm going to go AFK now, the AFK screen. I will be back at the end of the ad break, everyone. So I don't want y'all to miss out on the discussion. So yeah, hang tight, everyone. I will be right back.
Yes, clear. Loud and clear.
In the suspicious person, 4423 live, we'll get the mobile station.
On the intercom. C7?
Yes, ma'am, we'll be clear, and 233 will be clear on the N4 E. Edward, and so we both be a 50. 224, I was going out there. 233 will be clear on the N4 E. Edward, and so we both be a 50.
Yes, clear. Loud and clear.
Wait, I could have sworn there was an ad coming, but it didn't show up. Oh well, who said I'm good at what I'm doing? I don't believe that. I don't fucking believe Twitch. I don't need Twitch's shit right now. Dropping the ad break a minute after I said I would be going AFK for an ad break. Can you imagine that? I'm just ranting about Twitch being stupid. There we go. Oh my god, Twitch, why are you like this? Well, man, if I wasn't already established on Twitch, I'd move to somewhere else. I mean, it's not, but believe me, it's not like Dan Clancy isn't giving me plenty of reasons to switch. Holy shit. Timing an ad to appear requires math, Bo. That's why you're up. Yeah, probably. Okay, am I back? Is the ad break over? It's over in like 1 second. Okay. Yeah, okay. I keep forgetting there's like a 4 to 6 second latency between me and the fucking me from where I am and you guys over there. So yeah, okay, yeah, ads are done. I'm sorry about that, everyone. I fucked up the timing. But like Hipster said, nobody said I'm good at math. That's like, the meme around here. Man. Look up the Zeratul model for StarCraft. Price for that is out. Okay, hold on. Zeratul promo. Okay, here we go. Let's look this up. Over here. Zeratul promo miniature, $35. This is your chance to own the very first promo miniature in the history of the StarCraft tabletop miniatures game. Available only as an online trade show exclusive. Zeratul won't be found in regular retail. Okay, I'm willing to bet. Charza. No, I've legitimately got this thing called dyscalculia. My brain actually can't handle math. It's dyslexia for numbers. I was diagnosed at like a really young age. So yeah. I saw the TwitchCon shit. Yeah, I did. Other people are covering that better than I can. But yeah, so okay, I'm looking at this. The fact it's a promotional mini tells me that the $35 price tag is probably not going to be what the actual minis game will be, like price tag wise. This strikes me as they're overcharging because it's a special edition promotional mini. You know, that's what I'm getting. And if you'll excuse me real quick while all right, let me check something. Let me check something really quick. Let's go to a Warhammer dot. Let's do some price comparisons. 40K Space Marines, regular ass Space Marines. All right, okay. Let's look at an immediate price comparison. Let's look at wait, okay. Is this in US dollars? Yeah, it is. Okay. Let's grab a nice generic model. Okay, let's find where's the regular ass. Here we go. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, regular ass Space Marine Captain. All right, $43.50. Zeratul Special Edition Promotional Miniature, $35. It's already cheaper than Warhammer 40K. So you know what? Maybe it's $35. That's still cheaper than Warhammer 40K by a country mile, by almost $10. Captain is $45. Yeah, this is in US dollars, you know, my region. It looks pretty good. Yeah, it does look pretty good, honestly. This is a good looking model. I'm not gonna lie. I think you would have to change what custodians are from the beginning for it to work. You would have to, yeah. Custodians have been male only since they've been first mentioned in the fucking first edition. They were always called they were always referred to only as men. All their organizations had masculine names, brotherhood, etc. The creation process only worked on women. They only selected men for the creation process. There was no reason to believe. Also, they were directly called eunuchs. Only men can be eunuchs. So, yeah. Nothing justifies female custodians at all. And the fact, oh, it's okay, it actually works. No, it doesn't work. And anybody who says it works is fucking coping or lying. And there is the pick your poison. They're either coping or lying. Oh, it's $30 with $30 shipping. Oh. Okay, honestly, I'm gonna chalk the $30 shipping up to, again, the fact it's a limited edition promotional mini from an event. From online, and it's like an online and trade show exclusive. So like I'm willing to bet that's the reason for the cost, honestly. So yeah, it's the shipping that tops up over GW prices. Yeah, but again, I would be willing to bet the shipping won't remain that high for the actual game. I genuinely don't believe they're going to charge $30 for shipping once it actually launches. I do not believe that at all for the StarCraft minis game. If GW doesn't want people running to other places, they need to drop their prices. Yeah, exactly. Like it's fucking ridiculous. Like let's ignore the female custodians thing for a minute. Just the pricing. Like fucking, it's so unbelievably stupid. Like fucking, like a fucking, you know, Warhound, like a Warhound Titan or Warlord Titan is like such a, wait, hold on, they don't have, hold on, Warlord Titan. Okay, there we go. Like a Warlord Titan, just the fucking body of the Warlord Titan is almost $2,000. Oh, hello, Noli8222. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Quick lore check. What is the lore accuracy on the channel? Book of Choyer, are they solid? Book of Choyer? I've never heard of that. I've never heard of a book of. Let me look that up. I don't quite know what you're talking about. That's it. Thank you for the $5 super chat. But I don't know. Book of Choyer. Oh, they're a 40. They're a Warhammer lore channel. Okay. I've never heard of this guy, honestly, so I can't really give a point of reference on that one. Let me do a quick test of something. Does no, hold on. Does he have? He does not have a Twitter account, so generally speaking, if I check a lore channel and they have me blocked on Twitter, it's safe to assume that they're probably shit. $2,000? Yes, Charza. It is $2,000 for a warlord. Okay, remember that Gunpla model I showed you? This thing is as big as that. It is. Hold on. Let me once again bring up the calculator. 1955 divided by 265 are close enough. This thing is the size of that Gunpla kit, and it's 7 times the price. By the way, for clarification, this is just the body. You also need to buy the arms, which are $180 each, the head, which is $132, and the shoulder weapons, which are $240. Yeah. Oh my god. Yep. So you're basically pushing 2,500 American by the time you've completely assembled the Titan, and then you have to assemble the damn thing. No, you have to get rid of the toxic. You have to deal with toxic resin to get the mold release off. Then you need to assemble the damn thing, and you have to deal with all the warped and broken pieces because fucking Warhammer Games Workshop Forge World resin is fucking garbage. And then you have to assemble it with like I said, dealing with the broken parts, using fucking industrial glue and clamps to hold all the glued pieces together because they want to fall apart. And then on top of all that, you have to paint the fucker. So yeah. Joy Toy Knight is around Warlord size, articulated, painted, LED lights, and some faceplates. $700. Yeah, Heliosphere, exactly. All right, Iggy. All right. Time to give Iggy the quick rundown. In the first novel for the Scouring, the follow-up to the Horse Heresy, they're just dropping female custodes in there like they always existed. No explanation, no nothing. So yeah, yep. That's where we're at now. That's where we're at now. The AI slicer for 3D printing will eliminate all the trash. Print whatever you want. I think it's called Leylen. It's a subscription tool for STLs. Yeah, somebody was showing me a. Hold on, let me. They were DMing me on Discord. Let me. Let me find that. They were bringing this up. Yeah, it's called Hitum 3D. It apparently can turn Nully8222, thank you for the $10 super chat. I asked because it's multiple voices telling the lore in story format, and it's awesome. Seems good from what I've seen so far. By the way, 3D printers are cheaper than Titans, just saying. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, a 3D printer will pay for itself in printed minis in no time. The real problem with 3D printing, though, is 3D printing. Again, this is something I've talked about before. 3D printing, it's easy to buy the printer. It's not easy to buy all the supplementary equipment. Learn how to use it. Learn how to clean it and take care of it and all that stuff. 3D printing is absolutely not something anyone can do. It is absolutely not something anyone can do. But, big but here, people who can 3D print can do the service for the people who either don't have the inclination or the ability to learn how, and set up basically, you know, small businesses of doing made-to-order prints. So even if not everybody can learn to 3D print, people who can get in on that market and can provide cheap miniatures for people. So there's absolutely, you know, there's absolutely a stopgap method, even though not everyone may be willing or able to learn how to 3D print. So that's something to keep in mind. Because I do genuinely believe 3D printing should be pushed. First of all, thank you, Rayok Oltisia. I'm sorry it took me so hard to pronounce your name. Thank you for the $2 super chat. GW has 100% killed my drive to paint my minis. Listen, I had those Gray Knights and some Black Templars I hadn't assembled. I'm not going to finish them. I'm not done. I'm not going to bother. What's the fucking point? If I do anything even tangentially related to 40K minis at this point, I'm going to be buying it from homies with 3D printers, because I can't do 3D printing. I fully acknowledge that, but I'll go to a homie with a 3D printer and I'll ask them. Or I'll find a source that does 3D printing online and I'll order from them. You know, that's what I'll do if I want something 40K-ish to do, like minis to set up. I'll go to 3D printers. If I want to experience 40K, I got my old novels. I got the video games. I'm good. I don't need anything from GW anymore. And I've got sources for acquiring, you know, old novels that get audiobooks. I've got sources for that. So I don't got to give GW a damn thing if I don't want to. You have a 3D print for a Warlord Titan? Hey, good luck on that. Those things are apparently a pain in the dick to 3D print because of how big they are. But that said, infinitely better resin quality if you're 3D printing. That's for sure. Hold on. Let me check something on the the server really quick. Okay. I see some people watching have joined. If you to get access to the server, you have to go to the rules channel and accept the rules by reacting with a thumbs up. So if you've joined the Discord server, again, exclamation point socials, all one word. And if you want to join the Discord server, like I said, in the coming days, I'm going to be setting up a Grimdark Future with for use with like 40K minis from Tabletop Simulator. So yeah, I'm going to be setting that up in the near future. I also want to set up Tabletop Sim on my server, because also Gundam Assemble and other stuff, potentially like Battletech as well. Because there are Tabletop Simulator sources for Battletech minis, and people are already preparing to do Gundam Assemble on Tabletop Sim. So yeah. Do I have a Rumble channel? No, I do not. I have a Kick channel, but I don't really use it. If Twitch fucks up anymore, I might move my Twitch stuff over there. But honestly, I don't have a Rumble channel. Don't really have an interest in starting one either. I would say Babu 1A FTL printer is good for being, and is better than resin printer and safer. Yeah, because my deal with 3D printing is I live in an apartment, so 3D printing really isn't viable for me because I do not wish to get lung cancer from inhaling resin fumes. So yeah, there's really no safe way to 3D print in an apartment. That's like one of the downsides. Well, that said, homies with 3D printers should support their buddies who can't 3D print, simply because, that's just like the problem is, the resin fumes and shit. You can't do that in an apartment. And again, 3D printing, you can't just pick it up and go. It's not a pick up and go kind of thing. You got some dope proxies for Cypher, Manus, Magnus, Mortarion, Sanguinius, and Erebus. Oh, that's cool. Chat dumb question. Does anyone know of a cheaper alternative for from GW for pot paints? Oh, okay. Basically, Deeple, basically any, like, okay, Army Painter and Vallejo are go-to answers for that. They're cheaper. Not only are they cheaper, you get more paint per bottle as well. Be starting a Rumble channel probably next year. It'll be worth it. Yeah, that's true. Well, I could use one of those yellow ABC suits. Yeah, like yellow, like nuclear, biological, chemical suits. Yeah, those things. Just open a window. It's not that easy, Chonka. It's not as easy as just opening a window. Resin fumes are incredibly toxic and can give you lung cancer and other forms of cancer because it's carcinogenic as well. So yeah, no, you can't risk it in an apartment, especially with other people living in the building. You can't risk it. Army Painter is great. Yeah, I've used Army Painter before. They're really good. Yeah, there's Heliosphere with the Vallejo and Army Painter recommendation. Yeah. You got some Army Painter metallic paint for your birthday. Yeah, they're really good, and they're way better than Games Workshop stuff. All right. Okay, I'm going to do something on the Discord real quick. I'm going to tag these two people who have not... there we go. Read the rules and react to the rules post to get let in. You know what? I'm going to message this other guy, History Man YouTube. Because that History Man guy joined a bit ago and didn't click the rules. Okay. I have most of the night. Oh, okay. Like your 3D printing stuff. Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? I've ranted enough. I'm gonna set up. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna. I want to switch to a game now. I don't know what I'm going to switch to, everyone, so we're going to while I search through my game library and go through the quintessential I have nothing to play, owns thousands of games routine, we'll continue chatting for now until I find something. So hold on, everyone. Helldivers, I was thinking, let's see. Yeah, what would I? Can't do EVE Online. I'm on a move up. I moved over to a system right now, and I can't just leave because it's locked down. So, you know what? I've got an idea. Everyone, hang on. All right. Let me just do this. Okay, I'm gonna work on getting this set up before we actually go do something. So we're still on. Why is Steam fucking up like this? Okay. Library. Where the fuck are you? There you are. My files, subscribed items. Am I even subscribed to anything? All right, unsubscribe that. Okay. For those who don't know, I'm looking through mods in a game I want to play. I want to get some basic mods set up because it just got an update and they're updating shit right now. So let's see. YAML. There we go. Or no, wait, no. There we go. Look at that. Noli822 with the $20 super chat. I hear ya. I'm still learning, but I'll give you guys the Warhammer homie hookup if I could, because ripping GW is a moral good. Also, is there alone miniature war games? There's a lot of miniature war games coming around. If they digitize, GW is kind of done. Yeah, basically. Like, man, listen. GW, hold on. Let's see, another weapon. Clan, it's that. Special variant. That's not updated. That's not up. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just go with that for now. All right. Now, okay, I'm gonna fire the game up. We're gonna start. We're gonna wait for that to fire. Okay. Oh. Hold on, everyone. Game capture. Oh god, that's loud. Hold on. All right, one moment. I'm currently deafened. I can't hear shit. Sound. Yeah, we're gonna switch over to MechWarrior 5. Okay, I probably don't want all my graphics on maximum. I could probably do high, though. High should be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reset anyway because ray tracing off. Fuck ray tracing. Okay. Resolution scale all the way up. Borderless windowed, VSync. Smooth frame rate, no. Balanced. Mech cockpit field of view all the way. Third person all the way. Display. No, not all the way. 100. Infinity's metal minis. They're still doing metal minis in the year of our Lord 2025. Really? Okay. Where are the mods? There we go. Oh, if you still got these are older mods. All right. Okay. Sorry, everyone. We're still fucking around with mods. I won't switch the stream topic over just yet because this might be a bit. So Infinity is metal minis. I didn't know that, actually. I've never played that. Von. Are Von HUD and Von no, wait, Von HUD is not updated. Is Von Biomes updated? Yes, it is. Is Von Missions updated? No, it's not. It would be like fucking PGI to drop a fucking update. All right. Gonna go back to Warmahordes. Man, how? Okay, let's go back to here because we're still technically yapping. How bad off are things that in the year of our Lord 2025, Warmahordes is fucking getting success again? Like, how fucked are things if that's where we are for Games Workshop? They fucked it up so much that a company they fucking stomped all over the better part of 20 years ago or more is like catching steam. Or picking up steam, rather. You hoping to get back to War Machine soon yourself? Yeah, we're gonna see a diaspora of Warhammer fans as things continue to get worse. I firmly believe there will be nothing about 11th edition that will actually fix the problems with 10th and will probably just exacerbate the problems with 10th. As more shit is shoved into Legends, the game caters more to, professional air quotes, Warhammer tournament players, rather than, the beer and pretzels player base that sustained the game. As the lore gets worse and the company's attempts to release the game, or release the setting in terms of both game and lore, just get worse because nobody's communicating with anybody anymore. Gaben's strategy of doing nothing and winning needs to be studied. Well, I mean, yeah, all Gabe Newell's doing is like, sticking to what has worked instead of trying to reinvent the fucking wheel the way everyone else is. Steamforge Games is really trying to do a good job with the game. Well, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. I was never a fan of War Machine and Hordes, but I'm genuinely glad they're picking their ass up off the ground and still going. So, yeah, that's actually it warms the cockles of my frozen heart to hear that. You found a cool looking kaiju themed game called Monster Apocalypse. Private press is behind it too. If you Warhorde folks are interested, I've heard of Monster Apocalypse. I've never played it, but I've heard of it. I've seen it on shelves and stuff. Is a dictatorship with these garbage people? I mean, in the case of GW, it's kind of like it's like a dictatorship, but the dictatorship doesn't really care what anybody under them does, as long as as the yes men are being told, telling them what they need to hear about the financials. Which I guarantee you, Games Workshop is thick in that relying on the financial reports thing that Blizzard and Electronic Arts and Disney used to do. I guarantee they're doing that. Used to be a big Cygnar player back in the days. Yeah, they're one of the also had a fire. They're one of the Warmahordes factions, right? Monster Apocalypse is a giant corgi kaiju. That's man. I remember joking with Ash, jokingly coming up with the description of a trailer for a Clifford the Big Red Dog movie, and it was meant to be dark and edgy Clifford the Big Red Dog. That was the worst part. Oh man, why am I yawning? Holy shit. I know why I'm yawning, because it's 9:02, and normally I've been going for about 2 hours now, but I started late. That's right. Sorry about switching over to Mech Warriors taking a while. It's because this mod I'm downloading. It is a fairly big mod. Companies lying to shareholders is water wet? Yeah, basically. They do it all the fucking time. Gunpowder and lightning were big standbys with the gun mages. Yeah, I don't know much about the lore of Warmahordes. I don't even know if they're like in the same setting or not. I just know that it's called Warmahordes because it was War Machine and Hordes put out by the same company. Dark live action Clifford directed by Adi Shankar. Man, don't even joke about that. I'd actually shit a brick. One moment. Is this, wait, hold on. Okay, apparently mod opt-in still works, so I should grab that too, but that's a small mod. All right, that's enough. That's enough for now. Those are the only mods that are basically working anyway. So hold on, everyone. I'm gonna switch out to my stream docs. I'm gonna set this up. Hold on. I'm gonna keep the title of the YouTube stream. I'll switch the one on Twitch. Okay, Mech Warrior 5. There we go. Wait, hold on. Do I have to turn game capture back on? Oh, never mind. There it goes. All right. Okay, real quick reset because I gotta. There. Warm Hordes is set in the same world. Fun fact, for the second edition of both games, they were able to make them super playable together thanks to the fans because they each had odd rules. Huh. That's interesting. So last night, taught one of my friends 10th edition 40k, got my ass handed. My Chaos Lord got beaten to death by Sternguard veteran melee. Oh man, rip. Rip. All right, let's do... I don't feel like starting a campaign. I'm just gonna do instant action, fuck around. Yeah, and then probably like after stream tonight, I'll get working on that stuff with Grimdark Future on the Discord server. Okay, you guys set up the scenario, right? Urban mission type. Oh, we only got the old mission types. Okay. Map biome. Fuck, what was the minimum size for a megacity? Oh, there it is. A megacity. Enemy faction. Oh, yeah, look at that. We got the clans here. You know what? Fuck Jade Falcon. Everybody, all my homies hate Jade Falcon, and it will be evening, no precipitation, considerate, conditions moderate, airstrike support. Wait, hold on. Let's see. Battlefield, Scorched Earth, Objective Raid, Infiltration Arena, Beachhead, Warzone. Wait, can I not do Warzone on the megacity? Spaceports. Oh, that's Von biomes. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I can actually use the megacity on this map or on this game type. Oh yeah, fucking Battlefield. Because I kind of want to do the megacity. Evening, none, light. Map size large. Fighting Clan Jade Falcon. Difficulty of 120. 5 airstrikes. Talk about adulting. You got to bounce. Chill to finally catch you live. Got notifications on the next. Hey man, Hydrodominitis. Hey man, good luck out there. You think GW judges care enough if a model is GW or STL? Oh no, they absolutely do care. They will kick you out if you don't use GW plastic. They will kick you out of a tournament. Well, like we know that for a fact. All right, where's my girl? Where's the Marauder 2? There we go. UAC 10. Man, look at all that. Look at all that delicious clan tech. All right. Oh, heavy assault gauze. Oh, it's underweight. What do you got? No. Oh, this is just 3 heavy assault gauze. What is that color? Just saw a tweet about the rumor of the Horus Heresy book. Hope really is the first step of the road to disappointment. It just ends up being true. Yeah, really. Wait, what do you mean remove invalid? What's invalid? Okay. Let's see. It's just 3 big ass Gauss rifles. Okay. Max armor. I've got a couple tons of weight left over. What the fuck can I shove in there? Let's take a look. Oh, I know what I might be able to shove in there. Sensors. Ballistic targeting. Set improved sensors. That's not upping the weight any. Does it on? Where's some not ammo? AMS. Can this thing run AMS? It can. Okay, it is now overweight, so let's bring the weight down. Where is the rear armor? Okay, center torso. Oh, I know what I'll do. The go-to for making mechs lighter. Remove it from the legs. There we go. Apply. You know, I'm gonna save this loadout. Wait, no, I'm not gonna save this loadout. I haven't painted it yet. Weapon groups. Just all the Gauss weapons on one button. Where do you change the where the hell do you change the coloring? Loadout, save loadout. Because I remember you. Oh, duh. Paint mech. Okay. Black Inferno. None of these are the right color. Okay, I know what I'll do. I'm gonna flip that around. Black. Red. And, black, red, and white. There we go. I'll just call it Crusade. All right, now to pick some mechs for my homies in this mission. YouTube censored my last, didn't it? Nevertheless, I will welcome more competition for GW. They are always hoping to flog Warhammer for retirement money, let them go broke. Yeah, pretty much. They won't be able to do that for long if they keep doing it this way. That way lies madness. Madness and running out of money. All right. Okay, we need some assault mechs. You know, oh, Atlas 2. Yeah, throw an Atlas 2 in there. What do you get? Assault. I think I know what I want on this one. Where's the Night Star? There we go. Laser Night Star with SRMs. Pulse lasers and PPCs. All right. And, let's see.
You're ready to stop wasting my time?
Yeah, no girls allowed. We're male pilots only. Highlander. Where's the one with the sword? Wait, Bull Shark? Yeah, because they added the Bull Shark to this game in the last DLC. Or maybe an Anno. And are there any Annihilators that move a little faster than the speed of smell? 48. Yeah, there we go. All right. Edit loadout. Paint mech. Apply all. Back. There we go. We're dolled up in Crusade colors, as it should be. All right. Oh wait. We're 20 over. Will let us launch? Oh well. Okay, I'll take it.
The battlefield is up ahead. Enemies
All right.
will be relentless on this front, so take care not to overextend your stay here. But if you do stick around, our employers are offering a competitive combat bonus if we can continue to hold off enemy forces.
Oh, hey, they changed the character pictures.
Our employer has okayed the use of air on this mission.
Oh, hey, hold on, Nolly8222. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Gotta head off, but just to spite YouTube, Wrath of Kings. It's got a whole Oni themed army with basic troops with huge racks. Okay, I will have to remember that one. Yeah, thank you, man. I hope you have a good evening.
Be advised, Alpha 1-1. Airstrikes are not yet primed for deployment.
Oh, wait, hold on. What was that? Was it? Oh. All right. Yeah.
This is Sierra 2-1. Be advised, we are in the air and awaiting your orders. Sierra 2-1, out.
I can't wait for more of the mods to this to catch up because, yeah. So many absolutely necessary mods got ended by the recent update.
Enemy, mech detected.
Oh, you're a little one, ain't you? All right. I'm getting in there, man. There, we just popped him one shot. I love Gauss rifles. Gauss rifles are so... Any kind of railgun adjacent weapon is so fucking cool. Hey, don't you hide. Don't you hide. Oh, wait. This is assault Gauss. Okay. They're gonna send more than light mechs after us, right? I'd hope they would. I thought I set the mission difficulty higher than this.
Sensors, painting an enemy mech.
Oh, there we go. There's something bit. Oh, that's a Daishi. Fuck. Oh! What the fuck? What is this gun made of? Wait, why is my armor so damaged? What the hell? Wait, is that a fire moth? Oh, I think a Fire Moth and the Dasher are the same thing. All right, let's get in there. We're at 9 out of 10 already. Like I said, I thought this mission would be a little harder. I'll have to see if I can crank the difficulty.
That's all the kills we need, Commander. Stay as long as you like, but pickup is available at the extraction when you're ready.
Oh, that's night vision. Where is the extraction point? Oh, it's over here. Oh, I see. This is a burst fire Gauss rifle. Okay.
Our window for extraction is closing.
I'm gonna need to get a mod that alters sounds because this sounds really lame. It's not what I expect a fucking rapid fire railgun to sound like. Yeah, I set the difficulty all the way up. Why didn't they send more shit at me? Weird. Oh, hold on. There's a lot of options here. Hold on. All right, who do we want to fight? Well, I'm always a Steiner guy, so that would make Karita. Let's try fighting Karita. Enemies will use artillery. On mission start, a Merc unit will attempt to spoil your day. Merc wave. Mercs called in to help your opponent. Additional allied units defending the target garrison. Okay. Drop with allies. We'll drop with allies. We'll see how that goes. I've got the set to 120. All right, and yeah, we'll wait, hold on. Let me. Hey Ash, how you doing? How you doing? Your evening going all right? I might not be live for too much longer right now. I'm just getting some. I decided when I was done yapping to get some Mech Warrior in. God, that's fucking embarrassing though. What happened with the fact that they're not only going through with it still, how they went about it in 40K is just so. God. Fuck. Like I said, I'm gonna be setting up for playing 40K games via one-page rules on the Discord server, and other tabletop games. Yeah, no, literally, the female custodians just show the fuck up in the first scouring book with no explanation. They just show up. That's it. There's nothing more to it than that. It's Erda all over again. Now, this is worse than Erda. This is worse. At least GW was smart enough to say, oh, Erda's fucking stupid. Let's kill her off 2 books later.
You have substantial combat bonus opportunities the longer you can hold them off. But be sure not to overextend yourself.
We look forward to working together. Our employer speaks highly of you.
Oh, well, Wolf's Dragoons, nice. The totally not clanners are coming to help. All right. Oh man. Sorry everyone for the yawning. But yeah, it's basically just, girl boss squad, essentially.
Stay sharp, Mech Warriors. Ally Command reports enemy movement is projected to hit your location at any moment. Time to earn our pay.
And trust me, if the state of the fucking lore and the codex is anything to go by, you can tell what kind of lore we're going to be getting with female custodians going forward. A bunch of woke girl bosses just like fucking owning everyone and being just grotesquely superior. So fucking stupid. Okay, 18 targets.
Sensors detecting enemy mech.
He means Erda from fucking, you know, the Horse Heresy. Why am I dealing so much fucking damage?
Recon reports additional forces entering the engagement area, Commander. Be on the lookout for them.
Uh-oh. Evan Rogers, not anymore. Not of the latest White Dwarf. They're now removing all references of gender from Space Marine lore. Oh, hello. What are you? An LRM carrier? No, you gotta die.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Okay, what's a J. Edgar, okay?
Target destroyed.
Target destroyed.
There's always one guy they can't nerf, Malum Cato. Yeah, basically.
Brace for contact, Commander.
Man, and this is so bullshit because it's literally on the back of finding out, you know, we're finally getting a Sister of Battle FPS in Bolt Gun 2. What? Where's that coming from?
Target acquired.
Enemy destroyed.
New target Blackjack. Target acquired.
Okay, we got Stalker, Amato Nochi. Okay. How fucking... Okay. How unbelievably powerful is this gun that I'm just one-tapping in a... Like, one-tapping assault mechs? This is a little nuts.
Stalker. Incoming missile. Target destroyed.
Additional bogies.
Warning.
On your position.
Oh, Son of Leo, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Crusade. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. That's air targets.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. New target locus. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Oh, hold on.
Mission complete, Commander. Every kill from here out is bonus pay.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out here and shoot.
But don't get too
It's a skirmish match. It doesn't matter if I die.
Enemy forces still have a sizable hold of this area. Fall back to the mark nav point when you're ready for evac.
Here comes a dropship. Yeah, man, listen, the older shit's still around. I'm gonna stick to that. Oh, ow. Okay.
Centurion. Incoming missile. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Enemy mech eliminated.
All right, is there no one else? I need to see if I can get the AI mod working again. Normally the enemy is smarter than this when I play because I use the TT Rules AI mod, but I don't think it's working with the expansion with the DLC yet. Did the Reddit post about the femstones have a picture of the page? No, Nova, but I'm willing to bet it's accurate. I don't think there would be. I don't think there's a reason to lie about something that is going to get revealed in a month or two anyway.
Spotted in the area.
Oh, there we go.
They look like they're heading your way.
Tango down.
The more ballistics
3 people I know they can nerf Mount Cato, Caiaphas Cain, the God Emperor. Yeah, basically. Unless they find a way to nerf him in some of the upcoming lore, try to make him a toxic male or something. Oh, okay, I gotta back up. I'm getting fucked up. My leg is in bad shape. My armor is low. What? Oh. All right. You know what? Okay, I'm a back out. I'm gonna have to look at the mod options. I think I might have some old mod options set where I set the weapon damage to an unbelievably high number. Tenth edition feels like it was written by people with no understanding of 40k. Real. That is that's fucking real. I should not be getting, yeah, but I should not be getting, I should not be getting my armor shaved through that quickly. Mod options. Performance and visuals. Heads-up display. Vision modes. Instant action. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Unit scaling. Difficulty in mission. Non-player Lance Pilot skill offset. AMS % chance on non-mech units. Cheats. Why the fuck would I use bullet time? Miscellaneous in mission. Unit stat scaling. Turret HP scaling. Yeah, I have no idea why my mech is absolutely obliterating people the way it is. It shouldn't be doing that. You know what? Let's set everything to default. Oh, there were damage multipliers turned on. That was the problem. Okay. All right. I see what the problem was. That's why they were dying so quick. Make the Black Templars fight like Nihilus. Oh, you mean that? Oh, Grimaldus dumped acid on the word bearers because he's apparently and got a bunch of guardsmen killed because apparently Grimaldus is a Saturday morning cartoon villain now. Yeah. Yeah. What was that under? Was that under? Here we go. Yet another weapon. You know, let's do something stupid. Ballistic damage fall off. No. Well, you know, yeah, actually, ballistic damage fall off. Can I set to just 5? Yes. Keep projectile velocity the same. Ballistic weapon damage multiplier of... Increase the damage by a lot. Heat damage, ballistic weapon heat generated, trace weapon damage multiplier. Keep pulse laser duration as is. Crank all the damage. Where's missile damage? Ballistic damage. Oh, that includes PPCs and missiles. Okay. Apply. Apply back. All right. Resume. Battlefield Warzone was the one I wanted to do. Yeah, I think that's the one I want to try. Urban. They want to do this in a mega city as well, but unfortunately, I don't think you can do that. Do this one in that. Desert Moon, no. Savannah, no. Violet Expanse, Scorched Earth, Scorched Ground. Coral Low Tide. Nope. No Man's Land. No Man's Land Winter. There we go. Actually, hold up. Huge map. No Man's Land Winter. At night. Snow heavy. Moderate. House Karita. Now, you know what? You know what? House Liao. Fuck House Liao. Yeah. Yeah.
Mind the weather, Commander. It'll compromise your visibility.
So we got cranked damage. We're gonna see how long we last. Need to go have fun. All right, Exorin, I'll catch you later. What happened with Nellup? Why'd he go after me? Because he's a retard. He's a retard looking to make a project out of me. You know, you can't see me doing air quotes. Make a project out of me because, you know, because and basically just whatever. He's a retard. He's not worth, he's petty and worthless and not worth paying attention to. I made my response laughing at him, and that's all that needs to happen. Where the only faction gets unique models is Chaos. I mean, others do. Others do, but, you know, what's the point if it costs so damn much? Now, that said, yeah, I'm probably gonna take models from the Tabletop Simulator 40K community, curate them into their own collections. So, what is up with it? Why does it look like this? I curate it to keep, basically keep the 40K models present that are like, you know, the good ones. Kind of freeze things at what's been released at 10th edition.
Engaged with hostile forces. Their survival is not our priority, but there's always safety in numbers in a combat zone. We should do what we can to help them out.
All right.
Strike support is available on this mission. I'll let you know when they
Oh,
reach the
right,
target
B.
area.
Oh, we're going the wrong way. Conflict 47 looks interesting. Yeah, there's so much cool tabletop shit coming out. There's basically no reason to bother with 40K. Like I said, just play with like 3D printed models and one-page rules. There you go. Oh, they're in bad shape. Okay.
They've detected your presence, Commander. I'm seeing multiple tangos on scope, converging on your current position.
All right, here we go. Tanks over there. Oh, God, I'm fucked up already. Jesus, okay. You think it's okay to buy minis secondhand? I'd say so. Because you're not giving GW any money directly then. You're buying them from, like, you know, someone on eBay. Or something like that. Ow, stop. Is it bad I like the short shield captain on Ironic Shore? Oh, you mean that the new shield captain model? He was pretty cool looking. What I want to know is if they were doing female custodes, how come they never released any minis with them in 10th? That would have made the most sense. Uh-oh. Let's use night vision for a bit. Man, it's nice to be able to play this without my computer lagging out. It used to do that playing this game because it's really CPU intensive.
Enemy destroyed.
This oh, that's an LRM carrier. That sucks. Go.
We're on your target, Commander.
Oh, one moment.
Nice shots. Focus.
New target, Crusader. Target destroyed.
All right. Well, you said you previously they're probably trying to break out the minis and get into games and animation. With that said, in their history of discontinuing whole ass mini models out of cheapness and a broken mold. It's no surprise they didn't make clearly female models and market them as such. Yeah, basically. Like, remember, everyone, a lot of the Forge World exclusive model lines they used to make, they didn't make them anymore because the molds broke and they were just too cheap to replace them.
More enemies inbound. They really are gunning for you, Commander. Watch out.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Tango down. Enemy mech eliminated. Sorry, Commander, I can't attack it.
Hey, Sniper Senpai, how you doing? There's one thing I don't understand, unless they're putting in minimum effort into the retcon, which is at least on brand. Yeah, they are putting in minimum effort. I mean, yeah, it's literally just, oh, they were always there. You were just too stupid to notice.
Holy shit.
Oh. Okay, one of my guys just exploded, it looks like. That's bad. Where is this guy?
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
There we go. Fucked him up.
Target acquired.
Okay, that's a partisan with a lot of AC5s with the damage cranked up to where I got it. That could probably one-tap me if it hits me in the right spot.
New target, Jenner.
Oh, did they spawn in the terrain? That's why they're not moving. Okay.
Good kill, Commander. That mech is going critical.
Recon reports additional.
Well, my shoulder is wide open.
Area, Commander. Be on the lookout for them.
Oh. Okay. Who's excited for the new Space Marine 2 update? I'm gonna keep playing Space Marine 2. I'm a little miffed that they're making the new Blood Angel guy an assault and not, a tactical and not an assault like he should be.
Target acquired.
Okay, now they're just dropping a bunch of assault mechs on us. Okay. Puts women in the tabletop army, also makes them weaker on tabletop. What did GW mean by this? Yeah, exactly. That'll always be funny to me. Are they dropping more?
Centurion.
Dynasty unit.
Target destroyed.
Mercenary forces.
Target acquired.
Coordinating on target.
That's a Warhammer.
New target, Warhammer. Target
Oh.
destroyed.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Okay, they popped him.
Target destroyed. New target, Night Star.
Kill, Commander. That mech is going critical.
Target acquired.
That's a rifleman.
Focusing fire.
Uh-oh.
Kill quota has been reached, Commander. Rendezvous with us at the extraction point when you're ready.
Alright, where is that extraction point? Over here. What? Oh shit, there's air target. Are there air? Yeah, there's air targets, I think.
Target acquired.
1
Okay, we took him out.
Enemy mech destroyed.
What do you think is the reason behind GW shutting down fan animation and content creators? I mean, so they don't have competition. So they don't have competition. So it's like why they're suing that dude. You know, it's like when they're suing that dude for unfair, and I'm quoting, unfair competition for making, you know, his own 3D printed minis. They don't want competition. That's the long and short of it. Oh, I lost my whole ass side there. Shit. All right, yeah. Time to fuck off.
Victory is ours, Commander. Prepare for evac.
Been loving Battlefield 6. Saw a guy named Zin Laden. Yeah, I want to play more Battlefield 6 this weekend. I'm also gonna on Sunday, not on stream, but on Sunday, I'm gonna see if Monster Hunter Wilds even works on my PC or not. All right, you know what? Hang on, everyone. Hang on, everyone. All right, you know what? I'm going to, actually, hold on. Hold on, everyone. We gotta do something first. All right, you know what? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna send y'all somewhere else now. I'm gonna end the stream, but I'm gonna send y'all to watch somebody else. Oh shit. I had my own stream open to check something, so yeah. But right, yeah, I'm gonna send y'all to watch Discordia. He's playing Battlefield 6, so hang on, everyone. Invalid. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Shit. Wait, how am I spelling that wrong? Am I spelling that wrong? Oh, okay, yeah, I'm stupid. Hold on. All right, raid's getting set up. Thank y'all for watching, everyone. Sorry the stream wasn't the one I planned, but I will catch you all next week. There's no stream tomorrow because I got stuff going on in real life. I'll catch you next week. I'll have my schedule up by Monday. I'll see you then. Take care, everyone. Later.